it's because I'm a London son.
I'm Tom Carradine.
And I'm Gaz Reynolds, and you're tuned in to the
G-Log.
Meet radio and television personality Gaz Reynolds, the founder of World Domination Records and Great Drive Driving School. Like, comment and subscribe to be part of the journey. This is Gaz Reynolds, the G-Log.
The G-Log album is now on sale worldwide. Get your copy now. Available at YouTube Music, Spotify and all major outlets around the world. Links in the description below. Welcome to another exciting episode of the G-Log.
Hello Mitz, how are you? I see you've been up to your old tricks again. What have you written here? Subscribe to this channel. Then you've drawn a very good picture of yourself, Mitz. And then you've drawn a picture of our very special guest, Tom Carradine. Very good, Mitz. I'm very impressed. Wow, I'm really excited about today's video because the legendary Tom Carradine, who's world famous for old school sing-along type songs, if that makes sense, such as Maybe It's Because I'm a Londoner, you know, you get the idea. Well, anyway, Tom's agreed to meet up with me in Covent Garden today, where he's doing one of his shows, and I just can't wait because I'm going to do an interview with him, and we'll probably have some fish and chips or something, you know, that kind of Englishy, Londony type of thing. But anyway, Tom's got a great moustache, and I'm feeling like I might be a little bit out of place, so just give me 1 minute. There, I think that'll do it. So I'm heading off down to Covent Garden now to meet the legendary Tom Carradine and his very nice moustache. So Tom, we're in Covent Garden, aren't we? And you come here quite a lot, don't you?
I do every Thursday.
Why'd you come here?
I push my piano around.
Oh yeah? You're going to show us how you do that later on, aren't you?
And I perform at Mr Fogg's Tavern.
Ah.
A kind of Victorian themed pub.
Yes, that's right. And I've seen you on YouTube on a number of occasions.
I get around a bit.
Performing there, yeah. So is there any particular sites around here that you would like to point out that...
I don't know, just Covent Garden is one of my favourite places in London. Of course, the old fruit and veg market.
Right, that's over there. Yeah.
Which closed in the 1970s and now, but is now a wonderful shopping area. But of course, the steps of the St Paul's Church in Covent Garden and the portico over there,
right,
which was where My Fair Lady was set. The opening scenes of My Fair Lady.
Right.
And the Liza Doolittle, the flower seller.
Let me ask you a question.
Go on.
That moustache, how do I get one?
Just keep working on it. Keep growing.
How long did that take to grow?
Oh, this is probably about a year's worth of growth, I reckon, but I've had it for 7 years.
And how do you manage to get it sort of sticking up like that?
Oh, wax within an inch of its line.
And how long does that take?
Oh my word. Only about 5 minutes every morning.
Oh, that's not too bad. I thought it'd take like a few hours. Does it, when you go to bed at night, do you have it all waxed up then?
I tend to just tuck it under my cheek and roll over like that.
So it doesn't poke you in the eye or anything?
It's fine. Might poke the wife in the eye.
Oh, really?
But, yeah.
Is she blind?
She will be soon, I think.
Oh, so where should we go now?
Well, I think
get a bit hungry. Yeah, get a bit hungry. This is London, so we've got to have some London food.
Absolutely.
Do you ever get people stopping you in the street looking at you?
Just a few times.
Yeah, but I've noticed actually around here nobody seems to be looking at all, which is I was quite surprised because I was expecting me walking down the road with a vlogging camera, you with your...
No, no one's batting an eyelid.
No.
And my stage manager Russell's here with another handlebar moustache. But I always say we're like buses. It's like you don't see a handlebar moustache and then two come along at once. Yeah.
Right. So where's the chip shop?
This way.
Right. We're off there. Right. So I'm with...
What's your name?
I don't know my name.
Are we doing the starting one?
I'm Gaz Reynolds and you are?
Tom Carradine.
No, hang on a minute. I'm Tom Carradine and you're?
Gaz Reynolds.
That's it. I thought so. Right, so we're just waiting for some traditional English fish and chips. Yeah.
They're actually not originally English, was it? Was it Jewish immigrants into the East End?
Yeah.
Turn of the century, actually probably mid-1800s.
Now I'm ready, so when you guys are.
Thanks for interrupting, we was on a roll.
We were on a roll. Blooper reel.
And where are we at the moment?
We're at the Rock and Soul place, a fish and chip shop on Endell Street.
And you come here quite a lot, don't you?
I don't actually. I've been here a few times.
Oh.
But
and I look as if I've been here a lot.
I'm normally loitering around Covent Garden on a Thursday before my gig at
That's
Mr.
what I
Fogg's
heard.
Tavern.
The police told me that you loiter around here quite a lot.
Yeah, get arrested occasionally.
Yeah. So you've got a show tonight, haven't you?
I do, at Mr. Fogg's Tavern.
Yeah,
on St. Martin's Lane.
and I have actually seen you online. We was talking about one of your friends earlier.
Oh, wonderful Jules, Julian McDonald, Jules guy.
And that's how I found out about you in the first place. Oh look, I think we're going into night vision on this camera.
Oh.
So hopefully this comes out.
Look,
okay.
iron my wrinkles out.
You should put your hat on because it makes you look.
Should.
Makes you look more like the. See, look, I've got my hat on.
There
You've got your hat on. Very nice.
Victorian dandy.
I love that. Now, what do you actually do?
Well, I push my piano around.
Yeah.
And I
seen that.
lead a good old-fashioned Cockney sing-along.
And I've seen that as well. And it's very,
Seen
very
everything.
good. Yeah, I've seen it all. Tell us a little bit about some of your venues and what you actually do.
A real mix.
Yeah.
I could be playing to 60 people in a pub.
Right.
I could be playing to a family party to 20 people in a house.
Yeah.
I could be playing to 300 people at Wilton's Music Hall in the East End. So,
Right.
all over, travel all over. I just sing-alongs in Germany a couple of years ago. Took the piano
that's
to the south of France this year.
Wow.
I did a little French sing-along, a little
So you've been
chanson.
all over the place.
I do, I get around a bit.
Yeah.
But with an act like mine, you have to tour.
Well, that's it.
Keeps the snipers guessing.
And what about the hat? Does that get on the plane with you when you go overseas?
The hat does go, and actually when I went to New York, I had to keep the top hat on because it was
And when was you in New York?
I was in New York in May time.
Oh,
So,
right.
but yeah, the problem being I couldn't pack all my hats in the suitcase.
Yeah, they'll be a bit tricky getting them into a suitcase. Right, so your regular residency is at Mr. Fogg's.
Mr. Fogg's Tavern every Thursday
Yeah.
from 8:30 till 10:30.
Go and check him out if you want to go and go down and have a little sing
And I
song.
play at Mr. Fogg's Residence as well in Mayfair.
Right.
More kind of cocktail bar-y vibe every Tuesday.
Oh, nice.
Between 9 and 11. But that's more kind of backgroundy jazz, and I sing variety songs and novelty stuff, but less of the sing-along.
You get
But
around quite a lot.
I do.
Yeah.
And then all over. I'm back at Wilton's Music Hall on the 17th of October, Thursday,
Wow.
17th of October.
Have you got a website, by the way?
I do. It's really, really long, I'm afraid, though. It's carradinescockneysingalong.co.uk.
No, that's too long.
No. If you just
Write
Google
it down.
Carradine or Tom Carradine
Tom
Cockney
Carradine,
Sing-along on
that's
YouTube,
how I found
you'll
you.
find me. There are no others.
There is quite a lot of stuff on YouTube about you as well. It's all good. It's all
I'm
good.
glad. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's all good. And you said you push your piano around.
Yeah.
Have you ever actually performed out on the street?
Yeah, lots of kind of.
I was thinking about getting him to do that later.
Because as long as we don't get arrested. Yeah, I have kind of busking and for walkabout acts for kind of festivals and
Right.
things. A few years ago I did some stuff for the classic car boot sale on the South Bank.
All right.
And up at King's Cross as well. We stood outside King's Cross station with the piano, and that drew a bit of a crowd.
Yeah, I hung around King's Cross Station. I think I got arrested for that. Though. That was... Now, a little question I wanted to ask
Sure.
you. I did ask you earlier, and I don't know if that question's actually going to end up in this edit, about your moustache. How do you actually get your moustache the way you do? Because I'm thinking about growing one of these, you see.
Might take you a while.
How long did it take you?
This is probably about a year's worth of growth, I reckon. It's been longer, it's been out here, it's been shorter.
And you told me that your wife's been poked in the eye and she's gone blind because of it. Is that right?
She does get poked in the eye, the mother-in-law especially.
Oh really?
Who insists on doing the air kissing thing.
I guess you can use it as a weapon, especially if you get any of those difficult sort of customers.
Yeah, it's easy just to
whack them in.
Poke an
Yeah. Now, also, isn't your manager here with us?
My manager. Shh, don't tell him that. He wants extra money.
Because he looks a bit like you.
He does a bit. So if I fall over, he can play the piano.
Can I get him on camera?
Of course you can. This is Russell Bruce Yule, my stage manager and piano player.
Same moustache.
I know we get the same school of moustaches.
Does he use the same wax?
No, actually, we use different ones. What do you
Really?
use?
Penhaligans.
Penhaligans.
Where'd you get that from?
Other brands are available.
Because I'm thinking if I can get the look as well, then we could do like maybe a
trio, moustache trio. That's the way to go.
Yeah, because both of us can sing. Can you sing?
And please, a cigar box. Guitar knows all my songs.
Well, I can't really sing. I just.
But that's the whole point. It doesn't matter. I've made a career out of not being able to sing.
So have I.
As long as I can get the audience singing along all the songs.
That's it. Yeah. So, Mo, you've got quite a good singing voice.
Oh, you flatter me.
From what I've heard.
Thank you.
Now, the other thing is, on my show, I've got these little catchphrases which you probably know about some of them.
Yeah.
And what I do is sometimes I get special guests, famous people like yourself.
Oh God, please!
right?
I'm infamous more like.
Well, I was going to say infamous, like the I bit and the end bit I forgot to put in on the famous bit. So the thing is, I quite often get my guests to sort of do some of my catchphrases.
Okay.
So one of my catchphrases is, welcome to another exciting episode of the G-Log. You try that.
Welcome to another exciting episode of the G-Log.
I definitely think you could get the job.
Is that good? Have I got it?
I thought that was really good.
Brilliant. You can use that on all the other ones.
I could do, yeah. And then I could take the week off maybe. Another one that I've got is, I go like this, and you might think this is a bit weird. Like that. Can you do that?
I don't think I can. What I can do, what I can do instead is if I do a raspberry.
Very good. It's very similar.
The ends of my moustache go.
It's very good. It's very good. And I was going to actually ask you, do you have any catchphrases that you use in your show?
Actually, I do.
What? Like what?
The classic Cockney interjection.
Yeah.
It came out of a musical song, Let's All Go Down the Strand. It's the have a banana, which goes have a banana.
I remember seeing that on some of your videos. Yeah,
so,
very good.
Have a banana indeed.
We will have a banana, definitely. And we were supposed to be having some chips or something.
Yeah, we need
here.
to get some chips.
I don't know
Some
what
chips ordered. We'll get that sorted.
Do they come round, do they?
I think they do, yeah.
The whole idea was that we was going to keep this a real sort of London-y type vibe, and we was going to be eating some chips whilst we was chatting away.
Foiled in a plan.
I think so. Should have brought the pie and mash. Right? He had a really good idea for a food challenge, pie and mash, which I really like the idea.
We might have to do it another time. Do jelly deals? Did you like jelly deals?
No, I don't think I'll go.
Winkles,
do you like them?
Winkles, Whelks? No, not jelly deals.
Cockles I like.
Cockles, okay.
I definitely wouldn't touch Winkles.
Winkles, Whelks.
No, none of that.
Crab, I can do crab.
I went out
Shellfish,
with a few.
prawns.
I went out with a few in my time.
As long as you didn't catch any, you're fine.
I don't want to talk about that right
story?
now. No, that's something else. I think I'm having treatment for that next week anyway. But sorry, we might have to edit that bit out. Now, also, when you do your shows, do you ever get any difficult sort of customers jump up on the stage and maybe, I don't know, throw maybe their knickers at you or anything like that? Do you ever get anything like that?
Not yet.
Have you ever had anybody?
I've had some bizarre requests.
Like?
Depeche Mode.
The Depeche Mode I do like.
I get a request for Country Roads quite a lot.
Country Road, yeah.
Country
That's
Road,
good track. Good track.
Jimmy Somerville.
Oh, Jimmy Somerville we had.
Yeah, whatever happened to Jimmy Somerville? He went off to France, didn't he, or somewhere, I think.
Occasionally a bit more modern. I had Wonderwall was requested the other day.
Wonderwall?
Not really my bag. My kind of.
Don't they make sausages?
My standards kind of max out at about the 1960s, 1970s maybe.
So, what would you say your main era of, for your songs would be focused on?
Well, for me, it's the Edwardian era, so turn of the century.
Yeah.
My favourite stuff possibly comes from the teens and the 20s, I suppose.
Yeah.
But also those great variety songs from the 30s and 40s as well. Wartime songs, of course.
Yeah, and I've seen all of that on YouTube, and I saw a video on YouTube recently where you was interviewed in your house as well, and it kind of showed that you kind of.
You were showing me making scones.
Is it fair? Yeah. Is it fair to say that you kind of live how you're dressed now?
I do. This is quite. I mean, this is early for me. Normally, if I'm at home,
right,
I'm kind of more 20s, 30s, 40s.
And how long have you been inspired by these
I think
eras?
I've always liked vintage music.
Yeah.
I started growing the tash about 7 years ago.
Right.
Having dabbled in having a tash a few years before that.
Yeah.
But I've been kind of wearing vintage or reproduction vintage clothes for the last 5 years, I reckon, 5, 6 years.
Right.
And having looked back, I feel so much more myself than I ever have.
So, do you walk around at home dressed like you are now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. Do you go to bed like that?
I shouldn't tell you what I wear in the bedroom. Of course, it's
there might be millions of people.
Flannel pajamas, and wee willy winky.
Tell
hat.
me off camera because I think there might be a lot of people watching this at some point. So
the only thing I don't do is vintage underwear.
Yeah, I've got vintage underwear. I bought some from
1976 M&S.
No, I bought them from Oxfam the other week. and the problem was they've got a lot of holes in them. But I'm not going to go into any more detail about that at the moment. But so now, what other venues, live venues, have you got coming up soon? You've got your regular residencies.
The two Mr. Fogg's Tavern, Mr. Fogg's residence.
Right.
I'm back at Wilton's Music Hall, the oldest grand surviving music hall in the world.
Right.
On October the 17th. I'm also playing at the Brunel Museum down the shaft in December.
Yes.
Which is a wonderful...
Nice building.
It is, an amazing acoustic to sing in. Yeah. It was the shaft to Brunel's first tunnel under the Thames at Rotherhithe. And we have a sing-along down there towards Christmas. I've got some dates there. And also I'm at Cahoots, a wartime bar off Carnaby Street.
Yeah.
Kingley Court.
Love Carnaby Street, I haven't been there for years.
And I'm there kind of once a month. But all the details are on my website. As I said, the longest website in the world.
Yeah.
Carradine's Cockney Sing-along.
So the best thing to do if you want to check out Tom, that is your name, isn't it? Like you told us earlier, it was Gaz Reynolds. And Gaz Reynolds, he's quite a funny guy actually, but I don't know where he is at the moment. Now that hat.
This hat.
Yeah. Have you got a bunny under it? Bunny rabbit?
I don't have a bunny, I'm afraid. Just my gelled hair and a slight scar from where I was attacked in the street.
Yeah, now that is a big scar.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, it's a long story.
It wasn't one of my ex-wives, was it?
No, it was a slight altercation over someone breaking my wing mirror off.
Not nice.
And,
you don't want to get in. You don't want to get into those.
Normally it's teenagers, and I thought I'd go and
that is quite a
give them a piece of my mind.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dent there.
I slightly regretted it, but
did you have to have stitches?
I did have 7 stitches.
Yeah, I thought so. It looks like stitches.
So, but it's all fine. It's all fine. I don't have much hair up the top anyway.
No, but you could say you were stitched up.
Oh.
We're just outside the Fogg's Tavern now. It's about 8 o'clock in the evening and Tom's just about to go on stage. There's a bit of a crowd here and Tom was actually telling me earlier, it's quite exciting actually, he's telling me he gets an international crowd, so there's even people who come from all around the world touring and they come to see him. So we're going to head off in there now. Just noticed they got a picture of my mum up there, look. Bye mum.
Oh my God, she's gorgeous. You look just like her.
I know. Have you got anything you'd like to say to my YouTube fans out there? All together now. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel?
We will. What when we get home?
Gaz Reynolds, don't forget. YouTube channel, Gaz Reynolds. Now you've asked me to sing in here, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, but I'm going to let the warm-up act go first, which is Tom. I'll let him warm up, and then I'll come on because I'm the star.
I think so.
You're the Witness Protection Program. I am as well. Guys, it's so noisy in here. I just can't believe how noisy it is. But Tom's just setting up now, so hopefully we're going to get a few tunes in a minute. I've already asked him, I've already put a request in for Electric Karma Sutra by me.
Come and make eyes at me down at the old
Well, I've got to say, what a fantastic guy Tom Carradine is, and what a performer. He's got a big fan base in there, and we've already arranged to meet up again, so watch out for that because we're thinking about doing some kind of food challenge. This is the first time I've ever actually done a night vlog. It's way past my bedtime now, of course. I'm usually in bed by 6 o'clock. But anyway, I'm going to head back home now, and what a great night it's been. If you've enjoyed today's video, then please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to leave your comments down below, particularly if you'd like to see Tom Carradine return to the G-Log. I think he's been a great guest. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.
Help support my channel by spreading my videos everywhere.
Electric Karma Sutra, electric, electric Karma Sutra, electric, 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 electric Karma Sutra, electric, 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 electric Karma Sutra, electric, 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 electric Karma Sutra, electric, electric. Electric Karma Sutra, electric, 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 electric Karma Sutra, electric.
Hi mortals, I'm Jesus. You can now purchase Gaz Reynolds Presents The G-Log, Album Volume 1 from Apple Music, Spotify, and all major outlets around the world. Includes the massive hits Electronic Kama Sutra, I Only Hear You, and Dark Lady. This is one heavenly experience you won't forget. By the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification button so that you can watch every episode of the G-Log religiously.
Out now, Gaz Reynolds' new album, The Wedding Album, as featured on Big Review TV and Radio Harrow. Available at iTunes and all major outlets worldwide.